Jackson Heights, before the boutiques and the food bloggers, was the most diverse neighborhood in the most diverse borough in the most diverse city in America, where you could hear a dozen languages on one block and eat food from 20 countries within walking distance. And the difference between then and now is that diversity used to be real life for the immigrants who lived there, not a trendy aesthetic for transplants who moved there because they read an article about authentic ethnic food. Tell me if you remember real Jackson Heights, because this gentrification is different. Roosevelt Avenue was pure chaos in the best way. Street vendors selling everything. Restaurants with signs in Hindi and Spanish and Bengali and Tibetan, electronics shops and money transfer spots and phone card stores serving communities that needed to stay connected to home. And the energy was loud and crowded and completely alive because this was a neighborhood built by and for immigrants, not for people visiting to take Instagram photos of momos. 74th Street had the best Indian food in New York, Jackson Diner and Samrat, and dozens of smaller spots where you'd get dosas and biryani from people whose families had been cooking it for generations, and the whole strip felt like walking through Delhi or Mumbai transplanted to Queens. The Colombian bakeries on 82nd Street, the Ecuadorian restaurants, the Mexican taquerias, all serving their actual communities, not performing authenticity for food tourists who want to feel cultured. The Diversity Plaza, which is kind of on the nose as a name, but actually represents what Jackson Heights was. A public space where different communities would gather and coexist, and you'd see old South Asian men playing chess next to Latino families eating street food next to Tibetan monks walking by. Then rent started climbing because real estate agents realized they could market Jackson Heights as authentic and diverse to young people who wanted to live somewhere with character, and suddenly the immigrants who created that diversity couldn't afford to stay. The boutiques started opening. Artisanal this and small batch that, stores that didn't serve the actual community, just the transplants moving in who wanted to live somewhere diverse without understanding that their presence destroys the diversity they claim to love. The food bloggers and Instagram accounts posting about hidden gems on Roosevelt Avenue, and every time one of those articles dropped, more outsiders would show up treating the neighborhood like a cultural zoo where they could tour ethnic authenticity for a day then go home. The Bangladeshi and Nepali and Colombian families who built Jackson Heights are getting pushed to